You guys, I cannot believe that Google Calendar totally took off Black History Month, Hispanic Month, Indigenous Month, Pride Month, and all that. And I never realized it when I was looking at my Google calendars. I was like, this looks weird, but I didn't think nothing about it until you guys, I ran across this. And now I see why my Google Calendar looks weird. You guys, they won't take off Valentine's Day. They won't take off Christmas. They won't take off Thanksgiving, which is behind a bloody massacre of Indians. Valentine's Day is a guy named Valentine got killed. So why do we celebrate Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day, which is Valentine's Day is a made up holiday? Uh well, and President's Day, we don't need a President's Day. Honestly, we don't. President's Day, I didn't even know tomorrow is President's Day. That's how much I just don't give a care. Right? So if you want to whitewash the Google Calendar now, why don't we just wipe it all out? Just every day just be blank and we don't have no more holidays. Can we do that, Google? Can we do that? Because if you guys know, Christmas is not even Jesus's real birthday. Have a great night, YouTube.
More big changes at Google, this time to the calendar. The platform no longer marks cultural celebrations. What are those? Well, Black History Month, Women's History Month, and Holocaust Remembrance Month, all gone from the calendar. The tech company said it removed the holidays last year when it, quote, standardized its calendars to only include public holidays and official national observances. Google said that simply maintaining hundreds of moments globally was not scalable and was not sustainable. But people look at this and they say it comes amid these broader shifts at Google, including dropping diversity initiatives and renaming the Gulf of Mexico Gulf of America per the administration.
Breaking news, it's another day in Doomsville. Google has updated its calendar to remove key cultural events that include Black History Month, Pride Month, and Women's History Month, in a move that is totally unrelated to the Nazification of the Western world by a certain orange man. Google has swiftly removed key dates from its calendar. Now these also include Hispanic Heritage, Indigenous People Month, and Holocaust Remembrance Day. Now a Google spokesperson has said, don't worry, this has nothing to do with the unfolding apocalypse, and actually this is just a long overdue change of rolling back human decency. Google told CNBC, quote, we got feedback that some other events and countries were missing, and maintaining hundreds of moments manually and consistently globally wasn't sustainable. Google, I'm just saying, with the development of AI, is this not something that doesn't quite need to be done manually? And look, it's just a coincidence, I'm sure. That just so happens to go alongside the tech giants axing their recruitment for minority groups and ending their diversity, equality, and inclusion policies, and renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America on Google Maps. There's nothing to worry about. It's totally fine.
So, Google Calendar had removed certain cultural events from their calendars. And on that list was Pride Month, Black History Month, Jews and Hispanic Heritage, and the Holocaust Remembrance Day. And let's also think about the fact on how they were not forced to do this. They chose to do this, okay? And you can take off people's cultural or events or whatever they celebrate. But just know, no matter what, at the end of the day, peoples are still going to celebrate, okay? You cannot take away something that has already been going on in this world. Because people already know the days, okay? They know the days, the months, And I don't want to see any of y'all companies that is participating in this little orange Cheetos puff orders during nobody events, okay? Nobody. Stand on what you did and face the consequences that's going to come after. Just like how Target just lost hella money after what they did, it's not going to take long for everybody else to lose money as well. And like I said, they were not forced to do this. They chose to do this. You could have stood up on what was right, but no. You scared of a Cheeto Puff.
Some big changes in Google, some of them not that surprising. Look at Google Maps. The Gulf of Mexico has been most likely renamed in your phone as the Gulf of America after President Trump said that was one of the early things he wanted to accomplish. Other users say they've noticed that some default dates in Google's calendar aren't there anymore, like Pride, Black History Month, Women's History Month, Holocaust Remembrance Day, just to name a few. Now, according to The Verge, a Google spokesperson says that those date changes were actually already happening back in 2024. Basically, it was too much to try to remember all of these different default dates, explaining that Google Calendar now defers to public holidays and national observances globally, listed on timeanddate.com. But Google's been supportive of Trump, everything from inauguration donations to the head of Google actually being one of the tech CEOs that went to the inauguration back in January. Trump has made combating DEI, or diversity, equity, and inclusion, a key part of his administration in the early days, so much so that commemorating these kinds of days or months from Pride to Black History to Women's History has somehow become a centerpiece. Not surprising, people are not pleased and they're speaking out about it, some calling it a disgrace to see these kinds of changes. What do you think? Post your comments below.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery, cause
So, no Black History Month, no Heritage Month for Mexicans, no Indigenous People Month, no Pride Month, no Jewish Month, no Holocaust Remembrance Day. But hey, guys, we got plastic straws back. Yup, he gave us plastic straws. He also gave us Gulf of America because, you know, Gulf of Mexico really wasn't working that well. Also, there has been a tariff put on metals and steel. So I hope y'all not trying to build no new nothing because we're fucked on that row as well. But hey, we still have all the pagan holidays. We've got Christmas. We've got Halloween. We've got, you know, Thanksgiving because, you know, that was a fucking disaster. We have, you know, 4th of July, which is basically the white Independence Day, not the black Independence Day, because we still gonna celebrate Juneteenth. We got Valentine's Day, which is basically a fucking horrible ass holiday that was made real pretty, even though most of us do celebrate it. It was basically a fucking I'm just joking. It was just basically when 2 men named Valentine were executed. But hey, all of those holidays matter. Remember that. But Google, you can take it off the map. You can take it off the calendar. We're still going to celebrate that shit.
Seriously, how much worse can Google get? In an earlier post last week, I reported that they've decided to roll back DEI. They've also decided to quietly remove the promises that they have made to never create AI that will be integrated into weapons or surveillance. Well, today it was discovered that Google is quietly removing DEI-related holidays from their calendars. Google has started removing holidays like Black History Month, as well as Pride Month. They also removed Indigenous Peoples Month, as well as Women's History Month. While Google is busy removing any holidays from their calendars that might be perceived as DEI-related, they are also busy adding the Gulf of America to their maps. Google once had an unofficial motto that was, "Don't be evil." Apparently that motto has been thrown out the window as they bend the knee to Trump.
We have some big news right now. Google Calendar has officially removed a number of its observances from its app, including Jewish History Month, Black History Month, International Holocaust Remembrance Day, Pride Month, and more. Now, according to CNBC, Google is saying that the reason why it's removing these observances is because of the sheer amount of observances across countries across the globe. And that Google itself, even though it's this massive tech company, doesn't have the capacity to keep these observances on the Google Calendar. But remember, Google is one of the only ones to change the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America on Google Maps. And it is now limiting what is on Google Calendar in terms of observances. A number of observances, according to The Verge, outside of these are also going to be removed. Now, I'll do a full breakdown of which observances will be covered and what this all means on my daily newsletter. So be sure to subscribe at the link in my bio. It's my Substack. As always, comment below your thoughts, spread the word, and follow along to stay updated on all the news you need to know about. There'll be much more to come very soon.
Okay, so just talking to my cousin on lunch, I'm going to tell y'all to do what she just told me to do. Go to Google Maps and search the Gulf of Mexico. See what comes up. Leave it in the comments.
So Google just removed all kinds of holidays that are not nationally recognized, I think, but whatever. All I have to say is, hey, Google, can you at least remove Easter? Since none of us can afford the f***ing eggs.
In case you missed it, Google Calendar is no longer going to post dates about cultural months like Black History Month, Pride Month, Women's History Month, etc. Disappointed but not surprised. I go out of my way to use the Google ecosystem, Gmail, G Calendar. Like I put it all on my phone. I calendar my life intensely, right? And it's super disappointing. And I had to go to New York Times to see if it was real. And the reason that he gave us is because it's difficult to keep up with every occasion. These are federal holidays. Black History Month has been a federal holiday for dang near 50 years at this point. Dang near 50 years. It's like 71 or 76 maybe. It's literally a calendar. It's a lot for us to keep up with too. That's why we count on y'all to put the reminders in there of all these cultural events. The Times article also referenced that Hispanic Heritage Month, Pride Month, Jewish American Heritage Month, and Holocaust Remembrance Day have also disappeared. Also, Juneteenth is going to. I checked for that too. And I'm only going to show dates from Memorial Day, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, things that are listed on timeanddate.com. But it doesn't make sense to me because all of those other holidays are things that Americans choose to celebrate, are critically important to us. And so it's a choice. They're choosing to do that, I think. And I wonder how long it'll be before they start doing stuff like the doodles that they celebrate, different months or different occasions or different birthdays or different leaders or honoring different folks. But in short, it's a choice. They're choosing to do that for a reason. So I'm going to choose to calendar my life somewhere else or some way else.
Chismosas, I have beef with so many companies right now that I can't even keep them straight. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just open up your Google Maps right now and take a look at what the Gulf of Mexico says, because it no longer says Gulf of Mexico. No. Per President Cheeto, it has been changed to the Gulf of America. Yes. Oh my God. Now people are pissed, but I did peep that Apple Maps, which is the one that I use for everything. I never use the Google Maps for some reason. It still says Gulf of Mexico, so it seems like Apple still hasn't bent the knee and they're still keeping it 100. So that's great, but this whole thing is just reminding me how I'm just never gonna be the same with Google anymore. Because it's not just the map. Bro, I wish it was just the map, because now apparently they've also removed all of their key cultural events from their site, including Pride Month, Black History Month, Holocaust Remembrance Day, Jewish Heritage, Hispanic Heritage, and Indigenous People Month. Now, Google, you can say you're a vegetarian all you want, but we got beef. We got beef right now. Right, let's settle this. Because this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. But anyways, guys, I need to know your opinions on this because I'm getting heated right now. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. And don't forget to like and follow for more gossip, chisme, and all things tea.
What's up? What's up? Struggle is up, brother. Oppression is up, brother. Salami, eggs, and bacon. My name is Dewey. Oh, ooh. Mama say, mama say, mama kusa.
And since y'all want to remove shit from them calendars, remove President's Day until we get one. Thank you.
Looks like they did it. I didn't think they was really going to do it, to be honest with you. So if you go on Google Maps right now, this is what you're going to get. But if you go on Apple Maps, it's still the same. To be honest with you, I think eventually they're going to change it.